Moving on, the second single. It's not even out yet. So this is actually, you're getting the making of right now, and this is not completely mixed and it's not finished. Some lines are gonna be changed, some vocals are gonna be re-recorded, but it's kind of cool to see what it was like before it came out. At the time when I was recording stuff in the sublet, I was making super heartfelt, deep, emotional songs, and I was like, oh, this, you know, this is my sound, this is what I'm gonna keep. This is how the first project's gonna be. And then all of a sudden this one came to me, and it's a song straight up about hi there. Probably wondered why you're here with me in my room and not with me in the studio right now. I was just about to tell you exactly what the hook of this instrumental was supposed to sound like. It started with S, ended with X, but I felt that wasn't a creative way to say it. It's a creative song. So instead, I thought of some other sayings to describe what this hook should sound like. And it's a song straight up about making love. But this one is much less complicated than Shelter. It starts out with this super dirty roads from Omnisphere. And then it adds in this. I don't even know what I called this thing. I just called it spooky. This is my favorite part of the whole beat, is the I felt like that gave it, as bright and fun as this song was, it was that spooky element that kind of tied it in with the rest of my sounds. Going into the drums are super simple. It's just like a very halftime, feel-good drum loop that I've put together. So what I did with the clap is I have one clap, it's one clap in the verse, the clap itself, then I have a super compressed version of that clap layered under it and panned over a little bit. And then you get into the pre-hook stuff and it's, whoop, the fast clap. So right there you're getting the halftime kick, snare, clap relationship, and then you're getting the fast clap coming around, because the song is about doing the deed, and it's about trying to, we've all been there, it's about trying to rationally speak when your mind is really only thinking about one thing at that point. So it has this slow, rational side of you, and then the super hyped up, I really just want this one thing side of you. Here it is again, same concept. The halftime break over here, and the double time hats over here on the right side. So two sides of your brain. And then it goes into girl, you make me so. To take it that step further in depth that I always like to do, a good hook sometimes is a punchline. The pre-hook will lead up, lead up, lead up, lead up, lead up, present it, and then boom, the hook's the punchline, and that's what makes it cool and clever and catchy. I wanted to take it a step further in this and do this. I know this may be corny, but girl, you make me so. I know this may be corny. I know this may be corny, but girl, you make me so horny. So I made the punchline, I made the instrumentation say the punchline for me, blatantly admitting in the song, I know all these lines are corny, but clever but corny, and then hitting you with the punchline in the instrumentation. I felt like that made up for me just writing similes during all the verses. So this may be corny, but girl, you make me so. So this is the main trumpet, and I have it panned on both sides so it surrounds you. And then I also had these other trumpets coming in for harmonies. Just taking the stereo image around. Left side. Right side. But I had to put more in it. So it comes in with just this falsetto thing. I brought in the, and that was like the feel good. That's the fun part of it, and gave it a little bit of bounce. From the top too, I grew up on this emo stuff, so you'll hear my voice just shoot up when I lead into it, like, you make me so. Don't know where that came from, but I liked it and I kept it. Girl, you make me so. You make me so. I said it sounds like dipping the old wick. Bring the heart. Make me so. It just feels good when you have headphones on. You're immersed in it. You like fall into this synth, and then the ARP just caresses you. Then you go into the second verse. This one is more intense. This is round 2. You've already experienced round 1. So we go into the instrumentation. Let's take the vocals away. So the horns are already in at this point. You've already admitted. The feelings are out at this point, so I can insert the horns before it gets to the hook. We already know what it's about. We know what's going down. A little bit of bass. Listen to that flute. But it's still dark. It's still like that sound that I like, you know what I mean? I didn't want to go over the top poppy with it. Also some live guitar. We got the strings now too. Oh. It's getting more like the relationship has developed at this point. I'm telling you, that's. Oh. Just listen to how it. I love that. Like the string arrangement under it is completely different. I'm not just taking chords, copy and pasting and bringing them down. I want it to be a completely different layer, because when you put it all together, it sounds great. But then the horns. Once again, stereo image. And this sounds so bright. It's like this complete juxtaposition to other songs like Shelter. It's supposed to be a fun song. So then we get into the pre-hook. I think I have a beatbox in here too. This was something else that I didn't know what I wanted to do, so it was like, where is it? So at this point, everything's coming in. Whole kitchen sink. All the feelings are right in one spot at the very end. We're having the best time of our lives. I even added in a new synth at this point. See it? You can hear it right at the beginning. Plus this guy. So I wanted it to have, I still needed my like signature electronic feel, but not overwhelming. With the little plucks, so it's gotten like a little bit more romantic at this point, because you've had the fun, you've done it once, you've gone through the second half where everybody is on the same page. So now it's time for you both to kind of like analyze it. So this feels like coming together and kind of getting into the groove for both of you. But we bring the vocals back in. And here it comes all together. There is literally nothing in this life that makes me happier than making good music, bad music, anything, just getting these ideas out. Because it really is. I wrote this song to just the chords again with the horns, so that I knew that that's what I was leading up to in every verse. But the rest of it, when I got to build it out based off what I wrote, is so fun to me, because it really did. I know sometimes it seems like, oh, you're getting too deep with it, but that's it's what I love. I was thought of as not cool growing up, even through college, for being like this deep thinker that wants to take things to the next level. And with music, I finally have the medium where I can take things to the next level, and people appreciate that.